Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Allah Ta'ala, we completed the introduction to fiqh and Hanafi fiqh and some specialities about it, etc., etc. By the grace of Allah Ta'ala, we're going to start the actual kitab, Hidayah Sharif. Um, may Allah Ta'ala accept it from us. So normally, you know, this introduction, every word can be discussed in detail, but we're not going to go into so much detail in it. We're just going to look at it briefly. Each word here, look here, you can see here, look here, you can look in this kitab here, see here, one word, how much explanation. But we're not going to do that. We're going to try to keep it as brief as possible. We're going to see what the author is saying. And before we do that, I'll tell you what he's going to do here. Remember, we discussed that Allah Ta'ala sent the Anbiya, right? They were guides, etc., etc. And then what Allah Ta'ala had done is that the prophets came with guidance, but as we progress, and the Prophet also was the last prophet, right? He will live till Qiyamah. But like I explained to you, and I told you that as the Sahaba Ikram, Ibn Mas'ud, etc., they were guided, etc., different societies, things were different. So there was a need now to extrapolate. It's not possible that everything we mentioned in the Quran, etc. Imagine how lengthy the Quran would be, etc. So for this, so he's going to explain, he's going to encapsulate all of that briefly there. How the whole thing, how the whole fiqh came about, etc. So first he says there, Alhamdulillah, الذي أعلى معالم العلم وأعلامه. All praises is due to Allah Ta'ala. So here, Sahib Hidayah, he's praising Allah Ta'ala. And at the same time, he's giving a hint of what is to come. He all praises due to Allah Ta'ala. And then, like, you say, all praises due to Allah Ta'ala who has created the skies. So it means you want to speak about the skies now. So all praises is due to Allah Ta'ala. A'la, this is a fair mazi. A'la yu'li, a'la ma'alim al-ilmi. He has raised the signs of knowledge. Everything that relates to knowledge, he's made it lofty. He's made it great, right? وَأَعْلَامَهُ, and also the flags of knowledge, the ulama, the madaris, those who busy themselves. May Allah Ta'ala include us from amongst them to the barakat of this simple studies of us. May Allah Ta'ala make us from the ones who Allah Ta'ala has raised, even though we do not deserve it. So I told you, A'la Ma'ali means like the signs of knowledge, A'lamahu, the flags, signs, flags, those things by which you recognize people. So you see a person come dressed as an alim, with a beard, with a turban, apa, whatever. You recognize these are the people of knowledge. So I told you, by praising Allah Ta'ala, then speaking about raising the signs of knowledge, the Mustannif, he is giving you a hint of what he wants to discuss. And normally that is what the Mustannif does. He gives you a hint of what he's going to discuss. Why do we start everything even when you make your dua, you say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen. Why? Because this is proven from the Quran. Even Allah Ta'ala says, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Quran even starts with, so you do anything, you're doing a speech, when the ulama start a speech, they say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen, inna alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Kareem. That is the sunnah of Allah. Then the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith, "An Abi Hurairah qala qala kullu kalamin lam yu'da fihi bihamdillah fa ajzam." Every speech which it is not started with ta'rif. So from this you learn anything important thing you want to speak, you're discussing, you're having a majlis, you're having a family mashura, you're doing a lecture, even sometimes you're speaking about dunyawi things in your workplace, you say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, you start the speech with Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Are you with me? Right. So it says anything which is not started with Hamd of Allah Ta'ala, Ajzam, it is naqis. Then وأظهر شرائع الشرع وأحكام, right, وأحكامه. And all praise to Allah who has made lofty Shara'i al-ahkam. What is shara'i'? Yeah, we told you, yeah? The shariat, the signs of the shariat, the signs of the shariat, and also the laws of shariat. Allah Ta'ala has raised this. Allah Ta'ala has given it a lofty status. I tell you, ma'alim is the jama of, ma'alim is a jama of ma'alam, maf'alun, mif'alun, mafa'ilu, ismu zarf. And here he says, here in the Shara, he says, here he's referring to the usul of Shariat, like the Quran, the Hadith, Qiyas, A'lam, Jama of Alam, which is a sign, right? Shara'i' Jama of Shari'atun, like how you get Sahifatun, Jama is Sahaif, those things which are signs by which the signs of the ibadat of Allah Ta'ala. Some ulama say it refer to actual ibadat. Then you got Askamahu, the laws. So in short, what he's saying is all praise is due to Allah Ta'ala who has given knowledge, ibadat, all the signs of knowledge, the people that relate to knowledge, the people that discuss knowledge, the laws itself, whatever meaning you take, all praise Allah Ta'ala has raised this, has given us a lofty status. Right, carry on. Right. So Allah Ta'ala sent us into this dunya for a purpose. We've come for a specific purpose, and that is to recognize Him, to remember Him. And He sent وَبَعَثَ رُسُلَ وَأَنْبِيَاءَ. We send the Rasul and the Anbiya. There's a deeper, detailed discussion. Rasul is the one who comes with a new Shariat. The Anbiya who comes to propagate the previous Rasul Shariat. So all praises due to Allah Ta'ala who sent His Rasul and the Anbiya. Salawatullah alayhim, Allah's peace upon them. Ajma'in, all of them. Ila sabil haqi hadin. And it comes to show us, to guide us to the true path, right? So we know that the Anbiya came. Next part is interesting, right? وَأَخْلَفَهُمْ عُلَمَاءَ إِلَى سُنَنِ سُنَّتِهِمْ دَاعِينَ. So the Anbiya won't live forever. So he has put advisors, وَأَخْلَفَهُمْ. He's made their successors who? Ulama, the scholars, right? إِلَى سُنَنِ سُنَّتِهِمْ, like, or sunani sunaim, then to their ways, these Anbiya, what will do? They will guide the people to the ways of the Anbiya alayhimus salatu wa taslim. So, ila sanani sunanihim da'in, to the ways of their ways, the ways of the whom refer to the ways of the Anbiya, they will guide, right? So the Anbiya, their primary objective that they came to for this, to the dunya, etc., is to guide the people to the ways of the Anbiya, the habits, the ways, the pathways. So, like we say, al ulama warathatul anbiya. So this is what it means. وَأَخْلَفَهُمْ ulama الَّذِينَ. He has substituted, right, the anbiya with ulama الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ, that call إِلَى سُنَنِ سُنَّتِهِمْ. So Allah Ta'ala, this shows you, it is Allah Ta'ala's promise that there will always be Anbiya, or rather, there will always be ulama after Anbiya that will call towards the way of the Anbiya. Yes, maybe there will be a degeneration, there will be a corruption, people will turn away, but somewhere, someplace, there will be the authentic ulama that will call towards the path of Allah Ta'ala. Right? Just listen to this. عن كثير بن قيس قال كنت جالسا مع أبي الدرداء في مسجد دمشق قال إني سمعت يقول وإن العلماء ورثة الأنبياء وإن الأنبياء لا يورثوا دينارا ولا درهما ورثوا العلم فمن أخذ بحرف وافر. Very interesting hadith narrated in the authority of كثير ibn Qais. He said that I was sitting with Abi Darda in the Masjid of Damishq. Then Abi Darda told me I heard Rasulullah saying that very the ulama, the real scholars, right? The real scholars, they are the heirs of the Anbiya. And the Anbiya, they do not leave as inheritance, right? Dinars and not dirhams, but rather they leave knowledge. Or whoever takes from this knowledge, he's taking a huge share. We make dua at this juncture that Allah Ta'ala, through His mercy, He make us from amongst His people, even though we don't deserve it. We don't, what do we deserve? We deserve nothing. What effort we made. Look at our actions, right? We ask Him through His this little learning and teaching that we're doing here, this broken, always say tutti putti, our broken efforts. He also include us in the zumrah of these people on the day of Qiyamah. Are you with me? Right. Carry on. مسترشدين منه في ذلك هو ولي الإرشاد. So interesting. I told you, look, the Anbiya could cast like how Nabi came and educate, but he could not make a pronouncement on everything. New things came up all about the saying. So the thing, this is now the Anbiya, the ulama. يسلكون فيما لم يؤثر عنه. So yes, he say they tread. What they do, they trade يسلكون فيها مسلك الاجتهاد. They trade in that which was not narrated from the Anbiya. Are you with me? Don't get confused with the Zaman. يعني يسلكون العلماء. They trade the path فيما لم يؤثر عنهم. يعني في لم يؤثر عن الأنبياء. They trade in that which is not narrated from the Nabi. مسلك الاجتهاد. The way of extrapolation. In simple words, that those things which were not narrated from the Prophet, they follow the same usul and extrapolate. You understood it? You sure? فيسلكون فيما لم. They trade only not in those things where there's clear guidance. Those things where there's clear guidance from the Quran and Hadith, they just convey it. They just convey it. But those things where there's no clear guidance, they use the usul and they extrapolate laws. So, يسلكون فيما لم يثر. They extrapolate in that which has not been narrated. يعني أن الأنبياء مسلك الإجتهاد, way of اجتهاد, مسترشدين منه, guiding in right minhu from right, guiding in it, right. um yeah, so the guiding, 1 second. Yeah, seeking guidance minhu from Allah Ta'ala. So mustarshid, istarshada is something on the istafaras to seek, seeking guidance minhu from Allah Ta'ala. Fi dhalika, in that matter. Why are they seeking guidance from Allah Ta'ala in that matter? Why? Wahuwa waliyul irshadi, because he's the guardian, the custodian of guidance. You got it? Short text but very complicated. Short text but very complicated. So يسلكون فيما لم يؤثر عنهم مسلك الإجهاد مسترشدين منه في ذلك وولي الإرشاد. So the ulama, so all praises, so follow, all praises is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who sent the Anbiya, and after Anbiya, وأخلفهم, He has substituted the Anbiya with ulama that will guide the inner call to the ways of the Anbiya, right? Allah sent the Anbiya. Then after He sent ulama that will guide to the ways of the right, to the ulama. And what do the ulama do? They walk the way, يسلكون في ما لم in that which has not been narrated, the way of ijtihad, mustar, seeking guidance from Allah Ta'ala. Why? Why from Allah Ta'ala? Waliyul irshadi, because Allah Ta'ala is the guardian. Allah Ta'ala is the custodian of guidance. Are you with me? Carry on. وخص, right? Right. So this is now explaining a bit more about these ulama. These ulama that came to do this work, right? So khassa bitawfiqi. He gave special tawfiq. Tawfiq means ability, Like you say, no, when you want to do something good, well, Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq to do this. Allah Ta'ala give me the tawfiq to wake up at Fajr. Allah Ta'ala give me the tawfiq to study the Alim course. Allah Ta'ala give me the tawfiq to come online and listen to the lessons. So, وَخَصَّ بِالتَّوْفِيقِ. So, أَوَائِدَ الْمُسْتَنْبِتِينَ here means Allah Ta'ala has cast His special tawfiq. أَوَائِدَ الْمُسْتَنْبِتِينَ, right, means the people of istimbat, the people that will extract the laws. He gave them a special ability, right? Hatta wada'u masaila, to such an extent that they wada'u means they placed or they founded laws min kulli jalin wa daqiqin, for every small thing, every big thing. Understood that? So Allah Ta'ala gave, like as Imam Abu Hanifa, as Imam Shafi, as Imam Malik, they sat together and they formulated the madhab. They said this usul, etc. That's what he's saying. Wa khassa, he gave them special tawfiq. Wa khassa, yani at-tawfiq al-khassa. Awa'il Muslimin, the people of Istinbat, hatta, to such an extent, wada'u, they placed, you can say they placed, or they formulated masaila, laws, min kulli jaliyin, for every small thing and big thing, right? So what he's saying here is, look, in the founding fathers, they made a lot of effort. A lot of things it was not mentioned in the Quran, in the Hadith, they formulated, they gave you the guidance, they gave you the usul. So now, if the founding fathers gave hidayat and they gave guidance for everything, the question will come to your mind, is there no work to be left? So in the next Ibadah, Sahib is, yes, the founding fathers at that point in time, they done everything which was necessary. What they done? But as we know, we progress in time, people go to different lands, there's more technology, there's still a need for further work. Are you with me? That's what he's saying. Read the next one. غير أن الحواه. Right. So that's in the next Ibadah saying, yes, the founding fathers of the madhab, right, they done all the work. So does that mean we don't need any ulama? No. Like we discussed, remember we discussed the tabaqat of the ulama. They still have to make pronouncements on those things which is not clear in the Quran, which is not clearly mentioned in the Quran. So they say, غير أن الحوادث متعاقبة, but happenings will come one after the other. The aqaba, right? Right? One nawazil. Nawazil means new happenings. That's why also another word for fatwa is nawazil. Something which comes, descends, a new thing which comes now and then. That's why in the Anas there's a book called Kitabun Nawazil. It's all like the new fatwas that wasn't till today mentioned, right? So, so yes, the founding fathers, they did do a lot of work. They made a lot of effort, but أن الحوادث متعاقبة, that happenings will come one after the other. Always new things will come. One nawazila, and also new happenings. يضيق عنها نطاق الموضوع. Such happenings will happen that the nitaq, the scope of the subject matter will be difficult. In other words, it was difficult for Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Muhammad, and Imam Yusuf, or maybe has Imam Shafi and his companions, Imam Ahmad and Hanbal and his companions, or Imam Malik, that they would cover everything, right? It's impossible. Only Allah Ta'ala can cover everything. So that's what he's saying. غير أن الحوادث متعاقبة. But it is while the founding fathers done a lot of work, but we have to remember that new things متعاقب come one after the other, right? متعاقب الوقوع will come after other happening, right? والنوازل, and also and يضيق عنها, and new happenings يضيق عنها نطاق الموضوع, the niche of the subject matter يضيق عنها, it will be too small, it will be too narrow to encompass it. Hence, there is a need for new ulama to do work later on. That's what I'm saying, right? Okay, time is up. We'll stop there. It's a bit complex, just a few lines. And once we finish that, inshallah, we can start moving fast. Just another few difficult words. It will be sorted, inshallah. First, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallah.